Okay, the Whitehall Township Board of Commissioners meeting will be called to order. After the Pledge of Allegiance, we will have a moment of silence to honor our troops serving at home and around the world, and for those that gave the ultimate sacrifice of their lives in service to their country. This evening, we will also remember District Judge Robert Bobby Hall and his family, and and his family, and the Pearson and Mylander families for their tragic losses this past week. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Whitehall Township has an obligation to affirmatively further fair housing and to review all land use applications in accordance with federal civil rights statutes. This includes taking meaningful actions that overcome patterns of segregation and foster inclusive communities free from barriers that restrict access to opportunity based on protected characteristics. The township, in its land use decisions, does not discriminate against persons on race, color, national origin, religion, sex, disability, or familial status, and reviews all land use applications in accordance with federal civil rights statutes. Public comments made on the basis of bias and stereotypes concerning people within these protected classes will not be taken into consideration by the township in its deliberations. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from last month's meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any questions from the board? Any questions from the floor? Mr. Secretary, will you please poll the board?
Commissioner Marks? Yes. Commissioner Ginder?
Yes.
Commissioner Snyder?
I will abstain, I was not present.
Commissioner Swaniger? Aye. Commissioner Howard?
I will abstain as I was not present.
Commissioner Gutt?
Yes.
Okay. Motion passes. Oh, do you count? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. President Armstrong.
Aye.
Okay. Motion passes 5 ayes, 2 abstains.
And at this time, we are going to have a new police officer.
Thank you. Tonight I have the pleasure of formally introducing a young man who will serve this community with distinction for years to come. On April 17th, 2017, Joseph Remmel started his career with the Whitehall Township Police Department. Officer Remmel comes to the department as a highly recommended employee of the Lehigh County Sheriff's Department. He has been assigned to the Field Training Officer program where he will learn from his training officer for the next 3 months. Officer Remmel will first and foremost conduct himself with integrity, accountability, and character in order to further the trust that has been established with this community through generations of Whitehall Township police officers. Officer Remmel possesses the necessary skills, and he will be a valued member of this police family. I welcome Joe's family to the Whitehall Township Police family. It isn't always the easiest career for family members, but know that there is always someone here that you can lean on in times of need, or someone who has experienced the problem that your loved one may face. The oath that Officer Remmel is about to take is a solemn oath, and one that is the foundation for the badge and also the duties that he has sworn to protect and serve this community. I respectfully ask Mrs. Sweeney to present the oath of office to Officer Remmel and Mayor Hosa to formally present the badge of office to Officer Joseph Remmel.
I, Joseph Remmel,
Do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States of America
of the United States of America
and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania
and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania
and the ordinances of the Township of Whitehall,
and the ordinances of the Township of Whitehall,
and that I will discharge with fidelity
and that I will discharge with fidelity
my duties as a police officer
my duties as a police
for
officer
the Township of Whitehall.
for the Township of Whitehall.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It is my honor, Joseph, to present you this badge. Wear it with honor and with respect, and we welcome you to the Whitehall Township family.
Thank you very much.
When they open up the Al Recker Memorial
Careful.
Photographic Museum, this will be on the front page.
I should know this already, Al. Do I have it at the right angle? Is there a glare?
Give him hell out.
Yeah, I know there's a glare from there. See what I've got? Hold on. One more. Good. That was quick. They could be in it too.
We have our stash candy here too. You know.
Yeah, if you want to take pictures with them. Okay.
Next on the agenda, it's a great honor tonight, especially as a member of the Community that Cares Committee. We have an exceptional young lady that we are going to recognize tonight. And Mr. Mayor, if you will take over at this point.
Is Courtney here? Come on up, Courtney.
Come on down.
Now, Courtney, how were the fireworks on Saturday? They were good. How about that first one that shook all of Whitehall? And rattled a few windows. Well, it is my honor to present you a commendation this evening for being what I feel truly represents the spirit of Whitehall Township. Okay? All right. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
He's not as scary as he looks, huh?
Only to my own children. I am delighted to recognize Courtney Bordner, a third grade student at Steckel Elementary in the Whitehall Copley School District, who made an unusual request for her birthday in March of this past year. Do you remember that? Oh, you're in second grade. You're going to third. All right. Would you like a new one?
Got misinformed.
Pat will change that. Instead of receiving presents, she requested donations for a food drive she organized to support the Snack Pack Pals program at her school. This request for donations was a huge success, and we congratulate Courtney for this unselfish and thoughtful gesture. Now, therefore, on behalf of the entire Whitehall community, I am pleased to present this official recognition to Courtney Bordner on this 12th day of June, 2017, for her exemplary and caring efforts. Congratulations.
Thank you, young lady. It's very caring.
Yeah, why don't you, yeah.
Nope, stay here.
Be very, very proud of this young lady.
One on this side. One on one side. There we go.
She has her own idea, yeah.
There you go. Just like this here, okay? Yeah. Here we go. Take the other one. Roll there. Couple more.
Practice makes perfect. Yeah. Great job. Denise, you're up next, okay?
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to just take a few minutes today to talk about our communities that care in Whitehall Copley. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Denise Continenza. I'm a resident of Whitehall, pretty much lifelong. Children graduated from Whitehall, and I currently live in the Egypt section of Whitehall. I have the real honor of being a coordinator of our Communities That Care Coalition. Whitehall Copley is the only community in Lehigh County that has a Communities That Care. And I want to bring everyone up to speed on what has been happening, what we're working on, and our progress. So I'm going to rely on Mr. Mayor to advance my slides here. By the way, I think it was my mistake about Courtney's grade level. I think I was one that said third grade. I apologize.
Are you sure? Because the mayor said his 3 best years were in third grade.